The creative enterprise of hip-hop is built on criminal activity. My ancestors showed me this when I was writing the Side Chicks Rules series, which is available on my website. Please buy a copy. Bitch needs the money. Okay. They showed me that the whole hip-hop industry is financed by drugs, murder, prostitution, sex trafficking, you name it, the underground. They also showed me that that underground is not a rickety ass, put together by Band-Aid system. No, it's a government. And like anything else, there are rules and regulations in a government. They have their own language. They have their own radio stations and television stations, just that we who do not belong to it do not know. Hip-hop is a genre that came from the streets. No matter what anybody says, it came from underground. And so did a hell of a lot of other black culture. It came from the poor. Whereas in the world in general, culture comes from the rich. In African American society, culture comes from the poor. Then the rich usurp it. Kanye West usurped it and became a billionaire. Jay-Z usurped it, no matter what you people want to think. So we saw that as I was writing the Side Chicks Rule series, some of them I haven't yet published, and I should, because they would give you all the whole picture of how black entertainment is financed. Okay. I should. Now that I got my manuscripts back, I shall do that. Hopefully within the year. So it's never a surprise to me when I hear that a hip-hop artist has been arrested for gun trafficking, drug trafficking, racketeering, blah, blah, blah. I'm never surprised. Because from my little seat in my tiny house, then I learned all I needed to know. Alright? All I needed to know. And it makes so much sense. And it is so understandable. Because art, creativity requires a lot of money. So where is this money coming from? Okay, so welcome to the board of the Bantu. And my ancestors abruptly chose to read Young Thug. Is that his name? I believe that's his name. I'm only gonna read, yes, Young Thug. Okay, this is his picture right here. Nothing young about this dude. But Young Thug. My ancestors have decided to read Young Thug. I really like his face tattoo though. I am going to get a face tattoo myself. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to get a face tattoo. Anyway, my ancestors have decided to read Young Thug because, they decided he would be great entertainment. And boy, do we need entertainment. We really freaking need entertainment over here. So this is a quick reading and it is for YouTube. So hello, YouTube. I'm back from my break and I hope to be posting. And before I say any more or any less, I, Isabel Mitten, and my ancestors would like to invite you all to an ancestral brunch in Houston, Texas, July 9, 2022. It'll start at 10 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. We shall do some African dancing. Yes, we shall eat grits, not with shrimp. Grits, not with shrimp. Hopefully you'll get to have a choice of what you want to put on your grits. We will have mimosas. We will have, what is this? Nigerian food. I chose Nigerian food because I am learning to embrace every African. This is how I can grow. So I deliberately chose Nigerian food in order to embrace, to love, to hug, and to leave my prejudices at the door. Okay, so we're gonna be having Nigerian food. Hopefully they have fufu. They said they'll make jollof rice. They said they'll make egusi soup, right? Yeah, I went with a Nigerian caterer because I like authenticity all the way. But they also know how to make Western dishes. There will be eggs. There will be bacon. I don't know what your branches are like in Houston, but there will be a African fusion branch available, right, for you guys. I will give some stuff away. I will bring my water oils for you because Air is going on sale next month. I will bring my water oils for you to purchase and to help a sister. You know, you gotta help a sister, all right? I'll bring my water oils for you, and I will bring other little samples of other little things, herbs and stuff like that, which you will all get in a goodie bag after, of course, I have really explained what they are and what they do. I will share my trip to South Africa with you all, and I will give you readings. And this is how the readings are going to work. You put your hand up, you ask me your question, and I go into it. I will also give you ritualistic blessings from my culture, and we will dance, we stomp. So we're going to stomp the ground to wake up the ancestors, and we are going to invoke our ancestors 21st century style. We're going to invoke them lazy people, the lazy people who spent their time doing fuck all when we need them. So we're going to dance them out of their stupor, and then, you know, we're going to try to bring you and your ancestors close together as I am trying to bond with my ancestors again after this very traumatic time I have been through. So this ancestral branch is not just for you, it's for your chosen as well, and her ancestors. She needs it. We're gonna hopefully make so much noise, and I really looked for a venue where we could be black about ourselves. We're gonna hopefully make so much noise that all our energies, everybody in the room, all our lights, and we'll go up into the veil, into the elements, okay, and give us all better lives. And hopefully it will cleanse our ancestors. There will be mimosas, and there will be other alcohol too, because you know the Bantu do not pray without some alcohol, right? They will be there too, right? And hopefully our dancing, our joy, our unitedness, okay, will lighten all our ancestors, because when they are dark, they cannot do for you. I'm cleansing my ancestors right now. That group of misfits require cleansing, and I'm doing it, and that is what I also share with you. I'm going to be old school witch doctor because I want to give you an experience, not the normal thing that you see and go to every day. Please dress in black and white in honor of my ancestors and in honor of my tribe, the Xhosa. Our traditional dresses are black and white. Any black and any white, please come in black and white. The decor is going to be black and white because black and white stands for life. The black stands for life. The white stands for death to the Bantu. Okay, so I'm inviting you all July 9, 2022. I know it is short notice, but you know, I was sitting there lonely, depressed, unhappy, with loss of direction, and yes, I will say it, suicidal. I will say it again, suicidal. I was suicidal in IMB. And then I realized the one thing that I'm not doing, which every Makulu, every Sangoma does in South Africa, is attend ancestral parties. And we dance and dance and dance, elevating our energies, elevating our ancestors, and then things just brighten up. It's not enough to do rituals. It's not enough to come on YouTube and just talk to you like this. It's not enough. That's not spirituality. Spirituality is found when people are congregated and when people have one purpose and one goal in mind. And July 9 falls in the season of production. It falls in the season of production, and I choose to produce in Houston, Texas, July 9. I choose to bring you all closer to your ancestors, and I choose to chase away the demons with a gun, or whatever it takes, and I choose to share healing with you all. Because, you know, your presence alone will heal me. It will heal my broken soul. I choose to congregate with you all. It's been too many years of too much loneliness and me and my ancestors being cut off from the herd. And I decided it had to stop. So, you know, I am really putting in a lot of money in the hope of elevating and, the place. You know, we don't have to do things in grime and dirt, and we don't have to do things at a kettle crawl like the Xhosa are still doing. We don't have to do that. We can do it in a classy way, in a beautiful way, in a way that uplifts our ancestors, and we can also be uplifted. So, you know, I'm paying quite a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm paying quite a lot for what I am putting on the table because I have a vision, and that vision will make me happy. And so the tickets are $200 a pop. Yes, they are. Link in the description box. But like I said, because I am putting what I know to be a 5-star thing. Okay, come prepared to dance. Wear your flat shoes or no shoes at all, okay? But put on your makeup, put on your wigs, put on black and white, okay? And bring it yourselves, right? So, you know, $200, the tickets are very, very limited because also I want everybody to get a chance to get to know me and to talk to me, and vice versa. They are very, very limited. So I am looking forward to seeing you all July 9, 2022. If you are having mental health issues, you are depressed, you really think that nothing is going to work out in your life, you are broke, you don't know what to do, you are going through relationship issues with your man, and you are struggling and you just don't know how to turn that around, you are ill, you can't even get up, you can't even get out of bed. And if you are thinking that this gauntlet that you're in is too hard for you and it has to come to an end sooner rather than later, which is what I think about myself, I am not gonna lie, and I will never lie. Okay, if you think you are among that spectrum, please come. If life is really working out for you and you are doing great and you are killing it, please come. Because our ancestors can only learn from your ancestors. So, tickets. There will be t-shirts, so not just giveaways, not just readings. There will be t-shirts available. You know, Bantu for life and Bantu and other things too. You can buy them online if you've already bought your tickets, because we are still in production. Everything is being done quick, chop, because I just woke up one day, sat up in my bed, and I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. So, you know, There will be t-shirts up for sale and lots of other things that I have forgotten that I am planning for you. But one thing that we are going to do, we're going to consecrate to our ancestors and to God. We're going to consecrate. So the things that I tell you about, I'm going to put them into motion. And this is an ancestral brunch. It is like dinner with the ancestors. I just decided that it was brunch because I don't want to wake up too early. You know, I mean, no. Brunch is good. Brunch is good, brothers and sisters. Brunch is good. So please bring yourself. Like I said, tickets are very, very, very limited. Very, very limited. So please, as soon as you can, go over to Eventbrite and ting, 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 ting. And let's meet in Houston. And no, I will probably not do this again. Okay? Because these things are expensive. And I'm biting my fingernails thinking people won't come. People won't come. Because I'm negative like that. So, you know, I will not, because I know I'm going to get comments like, are you going to come to my city? Are you going to come to my city? I will not be doing this again. Okay? Unless I wake up again and I say, okay, I'm going to this and this place. Because, you know, it will be ancestrally driven when I do that. So, no, this is a one-off. And if it's very successful, I will do one in Houston every year. Or maybe move to another city. I mean, who knows? I fly by the seat of my pants. Okay. So anyway, we're back to. And I think I've totally run out of time for this. Let me see how much time I've got. I will just, oh my God. Yeah, I have. Okay, Young Thug, rapper Young Thug. And I am going to begin now, and I'll carry on as we, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna blow. I wanna blow. Young Thug. Young Thug. Young Thug. I swear to God, when he walked in, he had a lot of souls behind him. Like lots and lots and lots of souls who are attached to him. And I'm trying to work out why. Okay. So as he walked into my plate, of course, because we don't play that shit. We don't play it. They were being pulled out of our room of light so that it could just be him, the soul. And then when he sat at the end of the table there, at the end, you know, on his chair, he is so angry. He sat like this and he went. So, you know, I had to wait because I had to wait for the translator to tell me about those souls. And the message I'm getting is that there are people he killed. Some because he ordered it, and some because he lost his temper and he blew it. Now here's the interesting thing. I don't give two shits what people tell me about this Young Thug, and they pull out his biography and they say, well, you know, he grew up in this ghetto or he grew up in these projects and this is him. This is not what is in our room of light. This guy comes from wealth. Okay, so I don't care what he has put out there in order to close our eyes and turn us into idiots. This guy comes from wealth. He started his business of racketeering and stuff at 15 in his big bedroom in his father's house. I'm not feeling like the father lived with him, which is very interesting. I'm feeling like money was funneled in his direction as a young boy. he had some kind of insecurity about his sexuality. He wasn't quite sure whether he was heterosexual or gay, and he seems to still be battling that business. But if he is gay, he is definitely the butch. Okay, he likes to control people. He likes to have power over people, and that is the one thing that has driven him forever. He had two directions to take in life, okay, and he was supposed to pick one and let go of the other, and he decided to go with both because they worked very well for him. He traded drugs. He was like the drug dealer of the teenagers or the kids who were young, you know, of his social class and social status. He was the drug dealer. He was the provider of drugs. But in his quiet time, in his misery and in his confusion, he would write poetry. Okay, he would write poetry. No doubt in our minds that this guy is traumatized. Okay, traumatized. He is extremely cruel and extremely uncaring. And yes, this is a business. What he has been arrested for is a business. But I'm hearing that I'm only the middleman. Okay, I have a business. I run these guys, but there are guys who run me too. Right? And they were supposed to get me out of this. Once again, when I finish publishing all my Side Chicks Rule series, you will understand what I'm saying. Okay, because we got that too, right? He is saying that he worked for other, you know, he's just the middleman. He's in the middle, you know, he's the middleman, damn it. And he felt like he should have been taken out of this before it went too far. He said nobody told him that he was being investigated. So the safety barriers they have in order to not get caught were like non-existent for him. And that's why he is angry. He says, I'm going to kill them motherfuckers. I'm going to kill each and every one. Yeah. He's angry because the safety nets that he had in place of what he was going to do and how he was going to do it, they were not there for him. They were absolutely not there for him. And, you know, you feel some type of way. He is really, really angry. He says, if I have to go to jail, if I have to go to prison, if I have to take a rap for this, right, they won't be safe out there on the streets. I'm declaring war because the system he had not to be arrested. He says it should have worked, and it didn't work. It didn't work because someone greased palms and took me down. Someone is cleaning the streets so that they can take over. There's a war going on here, and you dumbasses don't even know about it. You sheep. You don't even know about it. There's a war going on here. A new king. Somebody wants to take over. Somebody thinks they can just roll over us, run over us, and take over. Probably some white boy. That ain't gonna happen. We've been in the game for too long. I may have been taken down. I may have been taken down. But there's plenty more where I came from, and they will not be taken down. They better give me 5 years max. They better give me 5 years max because I can run my shit even in prison. I can run it. So they better give me 5 years max, if at all. But I will cop to 5 years. I will cop to it because I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid. A new boy on the streets who thinks he can rule, who thinks he can be king, taking us all down one by one. Damn. He's got some balls. Or is it a she? Could be a bitch. Either way. there will come a time when I will roll them over. Ladies and gentlemen, Young Thug. Young Thug. Young Thug. Okay? Yes, I do not want this video to end while I'm still channeling. Okay. So we got Young Thug, and he has said, oh, he needs to say, All right. So I am so gonna take him out of the plate and let him continue to have his say. Young Thug, show me what happened and what's gonna happen. Show me what happened and what's gonna happen. Show me what happened and what's gonna happen. I'm all invested. Show me. Okay, all invested. Okay, so he got caught. And him getting, before he even got caught though, he was caught a couple of other times that we didn't know about. And he lost a lot of money. He greased some palms. He did what he had to do, right? Twice. And this is the third time that we are now seeing. This is the third time that he's now being taken down because the police now has concrete evidence. They have concrete evidence. They think they can take him down. Yep. And we don't predict death, and we do not like to predict death because that's just so ghetto. Okay. He will be taken down. Okay. It could be that he'll be taken out by going to prison, or he will be taken down. I don't know. But what we have here is the police investigation, which is really crazy because we asked for Young Thug, but instead we got the police investigation. The police has been investigating this boy for a very long time, and they've been watching him. He's been under 24-hour surveillance for many, many, many years. Yes, he has, people. Yes, he has. He may or may not have known it, but they've been watching him. So this is Young Thug. Well, he fell. He fell off the board. Like, he has been taken off his own chessboard. But this was Young Thug, you know, being watched, right? Being watched and being taken down. They were informers in his gang, you know, informers among his people, and they were watching him. And I swear to you, I don't care what anybody tells me, but this guy is gay. Okay, because he seems to have been in an intimate relationship with a dude who seems to have been a police officer. and was in his gang or whatever it is, and he was very much in love with the guy, was very much in love with him too, or was, because we are here right now, right now, yeah. So anyway, he was taken down by somebody he truly loves. Okay, he was taken down by somebody he truly loves, and so the police has all this evidence, right? They have all this evidence that has taken him off the board, even on this side. What they are actually holding him for is the murder of 3 people, but they can't quite pin it on him. Yep. So all these other charges have just been thrown in there. All these other charges have just been thrown in there in the hope that he will talk, or he'll quack, or the other members of his gang or his group will turn on him so that they don't also go to prison or something. That arrest was a show of strength by the cops, a show of power, because they still don't have enough. They're piecing things together. They still don't have enough evidence. And you know what though? He's still gonna fall off the board. So whatever they have, it's still gonna work, but it is almost like circumstantial evidence. You know, if I were his lawyer, I'd bust this, because it's almost like circumstantial evidence. This business of arresting Young Thug is not tight. It can and will fall apart depending on the lawyer that he gets. If he's watching, Young Thug, if you are watching, keep your mouth shut. Okay? No, seriously. If you watch this, keep your mouth shut, because the police, they are bluffing. They are bluffing. They are bluffing. This whole thing, this whole sting that they put together, and this whole stuff that they put together can and will fall to hate. He can argue that it's hearsay. He can argue creative license, like I was being creative. Okay, I wasn't really talking about what was, I was being creative. Depending on his lawyer, he can and will go scot-free. But of course, he fell off the board, so that may not happen. Right? Fell off the board. Okay, let us ask this very angry man, are you guilty of what they are claiming? Young Thug, are you guilty of what they are claiming? Are you guilty of what they are claiming? Are you guilty of what they are claiming? I don't think I put the time. I think I just started talking. Okay. Yeah, already. Are you guilty of what they are claiming? Are you? It's like his father taught him the game. It's like he inherited. Whatever he's doing on the streets, he inherited it from his dad. There was like prostitution and racketeering going on there with his dad. He inherited it from his dad. His street cred, he was born to it. I don't want to say this, but I want to say it because I got it. Okay. You know, it's like his mom was like a prostitute and his dad was like the pimp, and the pimp of it made a lot of money. Was like, that's what I'm getting, okay? And so he he was born to a wealthy man and to wealth. It's like he learned this from his dad. Okay, so he was making a lot of money and it has been shut down. This is a shut down the operation. Shut it down. It has been shut down. As we speak, it has been shut down by the police. Yeah, the police has shut down his moneymaker. The police has closed off his money sources. And never again will he get them, as much as he is fighting to reopen his money sources. He will get something that he hid, and he needs it for his defense. He will get a little bit of something, but you know, it has been shut down. The question was, though, are you guilty of what the police is accusing you of? And his overall answer is no. Not everything. There are some things I'm definitely guilty of, but not everything. They're just like throwing the book on my ass. They're just like throwing the book on, hoping that something will stick. I ain't stupid. Nothing's gonna stick. Unless if their mothers let me down. Who are their mothers? Who are their mothers? Who are them others? Those others. The ones above me, you know, because you know that when you get into trouble, they are going to cut the cord and cut the strings, because, you know, the whole thing will fall apart if they hold on to me. So I'm just hoping they don't let me down. They better not let me down. I'm just hoping they don't let me down, man. Oh, man. I am so angry. Who did this to me? Your boyfriend. I'm not laughing because it's your boyfriend. It's just that, you know, betrayal from the one you love. I mean, you know, yeah. Because I'll find out. Yeah, you will. You will. And your heart will be broken. Your heart will be broken. Okay, when you find out. So anyway, that was the question on the board. And we ended up with. I swear, when I was 7 years, they might have him in prison for like 7 years. They might. It might be 20-something years in prison, but he'll only serve 7. They might, if he doesn't get a strong enough counsel. They might. Okay. Share one of the things you're guilty of, youngsters. Share one of the things you're guilty of. He said, they have a nerve to arrest me and not L.A. Reid. Now, metaphysical science has no physical proof. Okay? None whatsoever. Please take this as nothing but entertainment. Okay. So he said they have the nerve to come after him instead of L.A. Reid. Okay. Why? Why not L.A. Reid? He's the mastermind of all this shit. The smooth, oily way that this shit works. He is the mastermind. And he's sitting on profits above profits above profits. They come after me, the little guy, and not the big guy. The police are stupid. So what? That I offed a couple of people. Again, metaphysical science has no physical proof. So what? That I offed a couple of people. And I can tell you how he did it, because I can see it. It was out on the streets. It's just like a movie, people. Out on the streets at night. And these two guys were like in sort of like he was asking them why they did what they did, and how could you do me like that? How could you do me? And you think I'm a pansy or a piece something? You think I'm that? You think I'm that? You think I'm that? You don't know me. You don't know me. Well, you gotta know me. Then boom, a boom, and then down they go. They were skinny. They were skinny, kind of tallish, dark, and they were really begging him not to do it. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. And there was like a semicircle of other black males like around him, making sure that these two guys don't run. So they were like in the center, and he was like on that other side, the judge, the jury, and the executioner, and he cried afterward. He cried. That's basically one of the people he shot was a snitch. Was a snitch, like a police snitch, if there are any other different kinds. So yeah, it was a police snitch and shot him, and that's basically what they would like to get him on, but they just don't have the evidence. What they're doing is just shaking down the whole group, but that's what the police would like to get. You should just hire me, but I will still not be able to get you evidence. They threw some shit in a garbage bag, those huge city garbage bag, the green ones with the numbers on them, are they called the dumpsters? Yeah, they threw the gun. He was wearing like gloves or something like that, and they were all wearing like stuff. They threw a lot of stuff in the garbage. It was like, I swear to God, it was like a parking lot of a low income housing situation. Around 1 a.m. 1 to 1:30 a.m. He said he doesn't really like doing this. That's what he said to them. He said, I don't like doing this. I don't like it. It's tacky. You put me in a bad situation where I have to make an example of you. The only way I can. He said this business is shit. It's crappy. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody. So anyway, he does what he does, and then they threw it. I swear he threw it in the garbage. I swear. The gun he used, he threw it in the garbage. Then somebody replaced the garbage. So they threw their paraphernalia in the garbage. It was very quickly done, and he tossed the gun into the garbage. But then when he walked away, somebody came, removed that garbage, and replaced it with an exact copy. An old man, he was wearing blue overalls, he's short, he literally dragged the other garbage away. Like the back, behind the back of his car or something. This is ridiculous, but I'm telling you, like, oh, there were two of them. Like, he hooked it up to the back of his car or whatever, boom. And then this other garbage exact copy was placed there by the other guy, and then the contents of that other garbage, where it was taken like by some sort of dump, like a city dump or whatever, he removed whatever it was, like the green or whatever. I don't, you know, like he removed identification markers, and then he lit it. There was a fire. He's looking like an old Italian man. Anyway, he says they ain't gonna find shit. They ain't gonna find shit. My cleaners are good. My cleaners don't leave no evidence. They ain't gonna find shit. They're just gonna have to, you know, put me away with the little bit of stuff that they have put together. Okay, you know, this has been me allowing myself to go there. Let me put it that way. Yeah, it has, and it has been fascinating. It has been fascinating, and I'm going to stop now because energy cannot be wasted. However, I am now so deadly curious to find out about the other guy. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to read the other guy, whatever his name. I'm going to start now. I'm going to start reading him now, and I'll finish it off on Patreon. Young Thug. Okay. Young Thug and the other guy. And whatever. And Ghana. Yes. I'm going to start reading Ghana. Ghana. Okay, let me look at his picture. Okay. He, wow, he's a sidekick. That's what I'm getting here. Ghana is a side chick. Sidekick, not side chick. Sorry. Ghana is a sidekick. Okay, Young Thug and Ghana will remain in jail after a judge denied their bond on racketeering charges. They are among 28 alleged gang members. Yeah, they pulled them all in, but they really want to get the big guys. Okay, on a single count of conspiracy. Okay, I'm going to check out Ghana on Patreon. So please join me on Patreon for Ghana's reading. I just want to see what I can see in there because that was very fascinating. So I'm going to check out Ghana on Patreon. And I am now saying goodbye for today. Be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. Be gracious to yourself. You're that important. I'm so serious. Close up the whole world. Just close them all for a moment. Don't pander to it. Don't pander to others. And just be good to you. In other words, be rude, be nasty, be dismissive if that's what it takes. Because you can lose yourself, guys. You can lose yourself. I always use this last part of a reading to share my experiences with you and what I'm feeling and how I am feeling. And this week has been so hard for me. I have tried to commit suicide twice, and and I failed. In other words, some stupid busybody woke me up both times. Okay. And because I have tried it and I am still walking, doesn't mean I will not try it again. Life is just so unbearable for me. And just going through it day by day is just more than I can bear. And this week and last week, I was fighting with my ancestors. We're still fighting. Cats and dogs, cats and dogs. And my grandmother said to me, the problem is you're going through it. And we want to be there for you. We want to support you. But you are so angry with us. We can't do it. Thereby forcing yourself to walk alone. And I said, I've been alone all my life. I've been alone all my life. And this gift, it disconnects me from humanity. So, you know, this message is especially for those of you who are like me, who just want to get out of this ghetto, but we can't, because if we take a one-way ticket by ourselves, God will just be, you know, uncaring about why we had to do it, and He will bring us back to relive the very same life and the very same existence. And while the sun has blotted out on me, I can't see the sun. I can't feel the sun. I'm going to keep walking. And the one thing I'm always told by my ancestors is that you're not kind to yourself. You're not good to yourself. You're not gracious to yourself. You see yourself as nothing. And that's the problem. So yes, be good to yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be gracious to yourselves. And even though I really don't think it for me, I will think it for you that the sun will rise. I will think it for you that the sun will rise. It has to. Or you can just come July 9, 2022 and we can just dance it out and eat it out and talk and hug and kiss and learn from each other. But I have more to teach you, I'm sure. Okay. Thank you, people. See you on Patreon if you care to find out about Ghana. Much love. Mwah.